حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
الحمد لله رب العالمين. الحمد لله رب العالمين، ثم الصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا ونبينا محمد بن عبد الله، عبده ورسوله، صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. عباد الله، يقول الله عز وجل في محكم تنزيله بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم: إن الصلاة كانت على المؤمنين كتابا موقوتا. فإن موضوعنا إن شاء الله يدور حول الصلاة وأوقاتها وواجباتها ومنكراتها. نسأل الله تبارك وتعالى أن ينفعنا بهذا الموضوع باسمه الجليل إن شاء الله. We are very praiseful to Allah this afternoon. We give our thanks and our appreciation to Allah that created the universe and the mankind. The Allah that made this salat, the Allah that made this salat a degree upon the believers. Allah that made this salat a degree upon the believers, a degree of specification in the Holy Quran. He said, Inna salat كانت على المؤمنين كتابا موقوتا. The prayer was made by time. The time was specified in the Holy Quran. The Allah that did that for us, we say Alhamdulillah to Him this afternoon again. We testify that there is no Allah you and I worship except Almighty Allah that created for us the heaven, put the bulb, the lamp, sun, moon, stars for us to benefit, to use and worship He Allah. He alone that underwrote all those things that we are naming. No assistant to Him. He need no one to help Him. He proud of His aloneness to write, to underwrite, or to undertake what we are naming. He is the Lord that able, the able Lord. وَهُوَ عَلَى كُلِّ شَيْءٍ قَدِيرٌ. He able everything. We testify that our leader, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, peace, salutation from us to that noble prophet, a household as his companions, and all those are following his footsteps. We all are included in the peace and the blessing up to Al-Jannah. We ask Allah to do that for us. And dear brothers, we are here again this afternoon to remind one another, to remind one another on something that will be our property, that will lead us to Al-Jannah. We want to remind one another and shay'in walahu khuluqna, for that thing that we'll be speaking on today is for that we were created by Allah. Walahu nuhasab, what we'll be speaking on, for it, you and I will be accounted, will be asked on the day of Qiyamah. What we will be speaking on today, this afternoon, is what will make the death will approach you in the very harmony manner. It will make death easy on you. What we'll be speaking on today will make your grave big. It will make the answer of the angels, it will make it easy for you and give you those answers that you will be asked on in the day, in the grave. Sooner or later, are some people now answering their question. Some people on the way in the grave. Some people are being hospitalized that they will not return. You, Allah gave you this opportunity for you to come and perform your great Jumu'ah and answer those questions that will be asked on your brother, your sister, your son, your wife, your husband, that now are on the way to the Lord that created them. We ask Allah to give us a good understanding.
Ameen.
The thing that thing is as-salat. The Imam, the past Imam, last week Imam told you about the Iman. We told you about the zakat. Those that made their zakat, we ask Allah to accept it in good faith. May Allah do that for us. Amen. My dear believers, Inna salata hiya umududdin. This prayer is the pillar, honor the religion. Hal tuqbalu salat, hal tuqbalu salatu bighayri waqtiha, is this prayer will be accepted or can be accepted without the time you pray, you don't pray on time, you pray not to observe the rule and the regulation, is the prayer can be accepted? The answer will come in the subsequent time, inshallah. My dear brothers, أَيْلَمُوا فَإِنَّهَا الرُّكْنُ الثَّانِي مِنْ أَرْكَانِ الصَّلَاةِ. Be informed that the prayer is the second pillar among the 5 pillars of Islam. فإن من حافظ عليها, ones who protect it, guide it, حافظ دينه, that identical person are protected and guide his entire religion. As we said, and it was explained by the Holy Prophet, the Islam has 5 pillars. Shahadatu Allah ilaha illallah. We may not be asked thoroughly on it because you and I breach the rule of La ilaha illallah. Let me jump on the second pillar that we'll be speaking on. Then we come to Ita'i zakat. Give the zakat. We may not be asked thoroughly on the zakat because we made the zakat based on our willingness. We gave it to people. We show it to the people that we are doing good for them. We don't give it to people that we follow it, that this is the zakat. You give it to someone, that person will feel that the person is doing good for me. And it's not supposed to be done like that. For some Ramadan, many of us will fast the holy month of Ramadan in the prohibited way, because if it's not in you, but you're living in the country from west to east, north, west, everything is jamming with Muharramat. Allah said, I will not hold you on that. Then we come to the Hajj. You and I, we are not opportune to go for Hajj. No money. Let Allah provide money for us. The only thing that you have no excuse is the salat. No excuse. That's why we will be speaking on today. Allah says in the Holy Quran, Aqimis salat. Inna salat tanha anil fahsha'i wal munkar. Wala dhikrullahi akbar. Perform the prayer. Allah didn't say, give the prayer. He said, Aqim is salat. The preformation, it means you should carry on perfectly. Fulfill the rule and the regulation. The tranquility should be there. Observe Allah in your prayer. And the meaning of Aqim is salat. If you perform the prayer with the rule and the regulation, with the observation of Allah, with the fear of Allah, that identical prayer is your protection, is the medicine, al-fasha. What is al-fasha? Any unlawful sexual intercourse. The prayer will prevent you from it. Any unlawful sexual intercourse, if you give in the prayer, by this explanation of Prophet Muhammad, that prayer, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, will guide you from unlawful sexual intercourse. If you perform the prayer, then you find yourself breaking in the unlawful sexual intercourse. You must know that you have problem with the prayer. You have not totally guided the prayer. You don't fulfill the rule and the regulation in that prayer. That one is leading that person going to that. The Quran says, "Wal munkar inna salata tanha anil fahsha wal munkar." What do you mean of the munkar? Disbelief. Prayer also guides you from the disbelief. Prayer guides you from the polytheism. Prayer guides you from the ugly deed. Wala dhikrullah. The supplication, the remembering of Allah, the time that you are performing the prayer, the time that you are moving, the time that you enter in your house, in all your activity, to remember Allah in undertaking anything that you are doing, Akbar is the greatest one more than the prayer. If you forget about Allah's status, the prayer will be invalid. That's what the Quran said, Wala dhikrullah. Allah attached oath. He said, Wallahi. Allah remembering should be on your mind. Anytime you want to do something, you think about Allah, Akbar is the most greatest one that you will come and perform the prayer. Even you can, you say, Allahu Akbar. Allah is not on your mind. You are taking exercise. He said, Wala dhikrullah. Wallahi, the remembering of Allah in all your action, Akbar is the one big, is the biggest thing that Allah wants from you. Wallahu ya'lamu ma tasna'un. Allah is in the knowing. Allah is acquainted with all what you are cultivating. Tasna'un. He doesn't say what I created. He said, ma tasna'un. What you people are creating. What you people brought into your life that was not to be there. You see the Quran, the word, it said, ma tasna'un. Not say ma amiltu or ma ta'malun. He said, ma tasna'un. What you people are putting in the religion is not in. What you fear that is the one that good for you. Wallahu ya'lamu ma tasna'un. My dear brother and sister in Islam, no. أعلم بأن أول ما تحاسب به يوم القيامة الصلاة. The first thing you will be checked on in your grave, in the day of Qiyamah, the general assembly day, is the Salah. If you have a passport, that passport, it has 5 pages. The first page will be Salah. The second page will be, the first page will be Shahadatu an la ilaha illallah. The second page will be Iqam Salat. The third page will be Zakat, and the fourth page will be Ramadan, and the fifth page will be Al-Hajj. So Allah is going to be checking on you, on the Salat. Man kamulat salatuhu faqad nafaza, faqad faza. Once who completed, the prayer completed, observed cleanly, by compared by the Holy Prophet and is adopted by the Holy Prophet Allah says you forget about the Zakat, you forget about Ramadan, you forget about the Hajj, you take that person to Al-Jannah. That prayer, all the 4 pillars, it has condition. You can condition it. After the prayer, there's no condition. As Salatu to come, Prophet says Salat should be performed when you're able to stand. If you are unable to stand, you should stand and lay on the pillow. You pray. If you don't able to stand by yourself or lay on the pillow, sit by yourself, you conduct it, you perform the prayer. If you are unable to sit by yourself, you will sit by yourself, you lay on the pillow. If you don't able that, Prophet said, lay on your right side. قياما وقعودا وعلى جنوبهم يتفكرون. You must lay on your right side. If your right side have problem with soul, lay on your left side. If your left side have problem, lay on your back. Allah junubihim. Lay on your back and perform the prayer. If there's no way on your back, you lay on your stomach, you perform the prayer. If there's no way, you perform the prayer. وَيَتَفَكَّرُونَ. You must pray in your memory. As-salatu la tasqutu ma dama al-muslimu baqiyan akilan. Prayer will never be dropped. Allah will have no excuse on the Muslim so long the person have the sense. So long you are sensitive, your brain is there. That person is not mad. Your brain is there. Even all your body can be caught. Allah says you should pray with your heart. وَيَتَفَكَّرُونَ فِي خَلْقِ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ. Let Allah forgive us. My dear brother and sister in Islam, the salat, Allah said if you perform the salat with the bridge that Prophet Muhammad, the scale that Prophet Muhammad put it in, just pray as he saw the hadith of Prophet Muhammad pray. He says, Sallu kama ra'aytumuni usalli. You have no objection to it. Pray as you saw the Holy Prophet praying. You've done enough for you. You don't create anything to pull it inside. You are not praying, I saw the person praying like this. La. You pray for yourself. But you pray with the one, with the law and the rule, the regulation that was laid down by the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allah said what? In the Holy Quran. وَالَّذِينَ هُمْ عَلَى صَلَاتِهِمْ يُحَافِظُونَ. Those who guide and measure their prayer with the Holy Prophet أُولَٰئِكَ فِي جَنَّاتِ الْفِرْدَوْسِ. Allah said, I will not reward those people with Jannatul Na'im, Jannatul Khulud. These are stages of Al-Jannah. Allah said, you that your prayer compare with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and catch up with the Prophet He said, those people, they will be in the Jannatul Firdaus, the last Al-Jannah, where Allah will place the Holy Prophet. We all will be with the Holy Prophet. We will not say Amina if we're not comparing our prayer with Prophet. If you compare your prayer with Prophet, Amen. Amen. Say Amen. You will do what Prophet says you should do. But if you say Amen and you're not doing what Prophet says you do, it means you're mocking at what? The Prophet. Let Allah save us from that. Allah didn't stop there. He came, he said what? Ulaika humul warithun. Those are comparing their prayer with the Prophet. They are the inheritor. They will inherit. They will inherit Al-Jannah. It means Allah said you will make the Al-Jannah with property. You that praying with the way Prophet prayed, your own property that you're looking for that will help you, that will guide you and send you to Al-Jannah, not the one that you get. But the prayer you are conducted well with the mandate of Prophet, with the measurement of Prophet, who will warithun. They are the ones that will be inheriting the Al-Jannah. And that Al-Quran, that hadith, that Al-Quran is saying it. Then he said, Alladhina yarisuna al-firdaus. Always, when you see the Quran, you see al-firdaus, it means al-qilmiyyat darajat. And the last opportunity, that the last stage Allah will put you in. He said those that will be inherited, those that Allah will give the Al-Jannah to, He will take the Al-Jannah and make it with their property. He said those are the people that in Jannah to the Firdaus. Let Allah send for them. Who will do what Prophet said we should do. Let Allah do that for us. Hum fiha khalidun. They are the ones that will be in Al-Jannah forever and ever. Forever and ever. Life in Al-Jannah, like just one stage. Today you go, tomorrow you young, la. Today you poor, tomorrow you rich, Al-Jannah, la. Today you sick, tomorrow you wear, la. Al-Jannah, and the condition that Allah will put you in, you will be inside forever and ever. And the one who refuses, let Allah forgive us. My dear brother and sister in Islam, as-salat la tasqut ala al-muslimi ma dama aqluhu baqiya. Prayer will never be conjuncted. It will never be, Allah will not trap the prayer on you when you remain sensitive. When they bring gold, it means when the prisoner come, minor come, it means the prayer you are excused. Allah will mark you from where you started. If you were born without magnet, then Allah will put you in your father's skill. If your father was Muslim, Allah will put you in an Islamic form. When your father was different person, then Allah will judge you with a mercy. Let Allah forgive us. Amen. My dear brother and sister in Islam, the prayer will not be dropped. In the Quran says, look at the prayer. لا تسقط الصلاة عن شدة الخوف. Even you have a great fear, something happened to you, somebody passed away from you, you are upset. The prayer time is the prayer time. It's bigger than your trouble. Look at the ayah, what Allah told the Prophet. فَإِذَا خِفْتُمْ فَرِجَالًا أَوْ رُكْبَانًا. Prophet and his Sahaba were fighting. They were fighting the non-believer. Allah said, Prophet, let me tell you, that war from that you had, the prayer will not drop. When the enemy chasing you, the prayer time reach, فَصَلُّوا رِجَالًا. Pray in your running. You're running behind you, Allah Akbar. You pray because what Allah said you will pray, you are running. Not our action, but our belief, our heart is the one that Allah looking at. He says, Sallu rijalan aw rukbanan. You must pray when you are running, they're running behind you on the war front. Then you're not doing nothing. You're not on the war front. You're sitting on your shop. You're sitting on a business evil. Prayer that can pass by you. That the Holy Prophet, Allah releasing the imperative on the Holy Prophet. Al-Amru, he called imperative. He says, Sallu rijalan aw rukbanan. Pray when you are running. The non-believer, the enemy running behind you, you must pray when you are running. Allah Akbar. You pray. The Prophet, the ones that Allah gave that imperative to. You're doing nothing. You are fighting for the war and for Islam. Allah said you have to pray when you are fighting for Islam. You're fighting to leave here the animosity on the Islam. Allah said you should pray. What rukbanan, or when they're chasing you, you enter in some of the hole. You go there, you kneel down. Even you're not sitting, in your kneeling down, Allah says you should pray. Rukbanan. Faiza amintum. Whenever you are relieved from the fight or from running, you are sitting in your store. You are sitting to your houses, to your offices, to your business. Faskurullah. Anytime you're sitting there, he not say faskuru siyasa. He don't say you should discuss politics. He said, amintum. Whenever you are tranquility, you're sitting, faskurullah. Anywhere you're sitting, Allahu Akbar, Subhanallah, Walhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar. Take the Quran you read. Don't do away with unnecessary talk that have no impact in your internal life. You spend the whole 24 hours. You're not doing nothing for yourself. For you to obtain Jannatul Firdaus, except politics, calculation, money, bank, this. Let Allah forgive us. Astaghfirullah li wa lakum wa lisa'il muslimina min kulli dhanbin fastaghfiruhu wa atubu ilayh.